Yo, what's up, guys? I'm back making another video. I have another one that I made with my girlfriend that I still have to edit. So I'm just making this one, like, for the meantime. I'm gonna go to the car wash. I don't really have anything to talk about, just random stuff. But I do have to say, that last video I posted, there was this one guy that wasn't too happy, I guess. So I was gonna be broke until I die. And, like, I mean, I get it, you know, I understand why people, something's shaking in here. Oh, like, I get why people would think that, but I mean, I kind of get it. But at the same time, I don't know, because it's not like this was like a very expensive car. I mean, it's a 330. It's not like I bought a 340 when I was 19. Like, I'm planning on buying one now, soon. But the only reason why I'm planning on buying it is because I can afford it. If I couldn't afford it, and also I'm not even buying it yet. Like, I'm gonna put like a really, really big down payment on that one. I'm aiming for like, close to 20, you know, as a down payment, just because it's such an expensive car. And I've said before, I want that monthly payment to be cheaper than this one. And that car I am gonna keep for like as long as possible. I'm not gonna trade that one, I don't think. Like, that's kind of my end goal for the near future. You know, but there was some guy saying I was gonna be broke until I die, and like I said, I get it. I mean, I guess it was like a bit of, it wasn't like an expensive car, but it was more expensive than what I could have got, especially since one of the main reasons why I rushed into getting a car, like, I didn't even rush into it because I did take a little bit saving up a down payment just to make sure I could afford it and all that. But I could have gotten something cheaper, but I really, really like needed one because I want to build my credit history, because me and my girlfriend really are serious about moving out really soon, and we really do want to get a house. I mean, she's okay with getting an apartment, but honestly, I would rather get a house first. Like, I mean, I see both ways, you know, like, moving into an apartment first could be okay, you know, like, good, but at the same time, also buying like a house could be too. I don't know, I just kind of don't want to rent, you know? Like, I want to pay, if I'm paying for it, I want to be able to own it one day. Especially with how high rent prices are. Like, it's going to be the same, maybe like a little less than if I were to get a real house, but the thing is, I'll never own it. And when it's time to move out of that apartment, I mean, it's not like I can sell it or anything and make any of it back. That money's just gone forever. And I did apply for a house loan once, and I don't have credit history, like, enough of it, and I was like, man, I really need to work on that. And like, yeah, I do have 3 credit cards, and I use them wisely too. I don't like max them out and never pay them, but that's just, it's not enough. It's not quick enough for what I need, is what I'm saying. Like, I need history, like, quick. But like, yeah, I could have got a cheaper car, but if I can afford this car that I like more, why would I get something I don't want to drive every day? You know what I mean? And like, it doesn't bother me that the guy said that. I don't know. And I've said it before on one of my videos. When I first bought this car, people were like, dude, how do you afford that, bro? You put yourself in so much debt. But I've already paid off a lot of it, because like I've said, I've paid a lot extra every month. I've paid a good chunk of it off already. And I don't have any negative equity. I owe less than what it's worth, you know? So if I were to trade it in, like, right now, I would get money for it. Like, I wouldn't have to, like, roll it over onto my next car or whatever. And also, like, I do see how people, I don't, like, especially in, like, other countries, I feel like, credit is a little different. Like, financing isn't the same, you know? And it would have been nice to have no car payment. It would have been nice to save for a car and just not pay on it, you know, just pay gas and insurance or whatever. But just, I mean, like, why? I need history. Why would I not get a car that I want? You know? And the M340 is just kind of like a side goal. You know, the house is still the main goal. I just opened a separate savings account not that long ago. And I opened a different one now because my bank started offering a high yield one. But it's like a checking account. it's not a savings account, but it's like a secondary checking account that has, I think it's 5% annual percentage yield, which is pretty good. And so I just moved all my saving money into that, so it'll give me a little bit interest, you know. But that's just a secondary goal that I'm working towards. It's not like I need that car, and I'm really in no rush to get it either. Cause like if I wanted to, I guess I could get it, but I'd rather not pay that amount. You know, like what it would be with what I have right now. It's not worth it. It's a cool car and all, but I don't think it's worth putting yourself into like putting yourself into financial stress over a car, which is why I'm waiting. But yeah, by the time I have, because like, it's also a good thing, I guess, that I had to wait and build my credit history, because now, you know, I'll have more money saved up when it does come time to move out, even if it is into an apartment. Because my girlfriend sent me some apartments today, actually, that are really close to where I live, and they're pretty nice too. And like, even if we do end up moving into those, it's whatever, you know, like, at least I'll have more money saved. Like, it's always good to have extra money. And also, like, I was 19 when I applied for that loan, so it also is nice to just stay at home for a little longer, I guess. But now that I'm 20, I am getting ready to move out now. I don't want to live with my parents until I'm like super old, you know. But I also didn't want to move out right when I was 18, and I'm glad I didn't, because I do have friends that have moved out when they turned 18, and I mean, like, it seems like it's fun, you know, like having your own like house or apartment or whatever to stay in and all that, a little more freedom or whatever. But for the amount you're paying, you know, it's just not worth it, I don't think. Not right when you turn 18. I don't think you should put yourself into that financial situation unless you have to, or unless you really, really want to. Like, if you really, really want to and have the money, then yeah, do it. But I didn't want to. And, you know, I'm glad I waited. And also, I don't plan, the interest rates right now for cars are still really high. So my plan is to hopefully wait until they drop a little more, you know. And if by like the end of the year, alright, I'm back now. I don't really remember what I was talking about. I was probably just, I don't know, saying words. I have been talking finances a lot in this video. At one point, I was wanting to start a channel. I'm gonna close this, it's getting kind of loud. I was wanting to start a channel about my stocks, because I do watch a lot of stock, like, YouTube videos. You know, I'm super into the stock market. I always have been. It's just really interesting to me, you know. I don't know. I've also considered, like, I want to get a job like that one day. Like, something to do with like money, like numbers, you know, like finances. I really like finances, numbers, stocks, you know. But like, I don't know why I brought this up. I'm just talking, you know. It's like I'm just talking to myself but recording it. Alright, so I'm not really sure when my camera turned off. I hate when it does that. I don't know why. And I haven't even been recording for long, so I don't know why it did. But yeah, I was just brought up my stocks for no reason. My stocks are purely for my retirement though. So I have a Roth IRA, then I have a normal taxable account, and then I have a 401k, and I have the company stock too. So those are for retirement. The company one, not so much. Like, I would be okay with selling those if I had to, but my ones that I keep for retirement, I do not want to touch, like, at all. I don't want to touch those at all. That I just want to let grow and grow and grow, you know? Because I started investing when I was 18. I've invested a pretty good amount so far. And if I keep it up at this pace, you know, like, even if I don't want to retire, like, because I would like to retire. I don't mean like young, like I don't want to retire in like the next decade or whatever. But I would like to retire before 65, which I've heard is like the like retirement age or something. I would like to retire before then. And I'm on pace to do so. And every like once in a while I'll start like upping my contributions, because I do invest in like individual stocks, like like I pick stocks I put my money into sometimes. Like I also have a recurring like brokerage deposit where I'll just see whatever is low in my portfolio that day and I'll buy extra in it. Like if I have a stock that's been low for a little while, I will buy more of that, you know, like if it has a little dip. But other than that, almost all my money is just recurring investments. Like I don't check the market that much. Like I watch YouTube videos about the market, but I don't let it influence really what I buy, because I'm not like one of those people that, oh, this stock is super low, like let me put my money into it, hope it goes up and then sell it, you know. Like that's not for me. I make enough money to live. I live comfortably. I don't, and also the taxes on those are just insane. So I'm more into long-term investing for like my retirement. And yeah, that's really all. I'm just kind of yapping, but I just really like the stock market. It's interesting to me. But I'm like right here at the car wash, so I'm gonna pull in here, wash my car, and then drive the rest of the way home. Alright guys, I'm back. Back to the yap sesh, I guess. I was gonna record how my car looks outside. I don't know if you guys can hear it though. Some guy's like blasting music really loud though. I don't know if he like has his window down while he's washing his car or what, but that doesn't sound like he should be doing that. But maybe he just has his music so loud that I can, because like I could hear it clearly. It wasn't like muffled or like just bass, you know. It was like I could hear it clearly. So I didn't, because that probably would have been annoying. And yeah, I'm just gonna keep talking about random stuff. And like about the 340, the M340, whatever. I've like thought about it, and like it's not even like for certain that I'm gonna get it like in the time frame I'm saying, because like I do like realize, you know, like I have this car. It's not like I need another car already, and I could save a lot of money by not getting that car. It's kind of just like a want, and I've also thought about just waiting like 2 years for it, or maybe even just waiting like a lot longer for it. I don't know, it's just kind of like a thing that I want, obviously not a need. But it would be nice to have something like faster. I think once I do get the 340 though, I'm gonna stick with it for a really long time, because I think that car is plenty quick enough. It's not like I'm gonna need something quicker anytime soon after that. I mean, it's a fast car, you know. And like, I don't know, it's a nice car too. Like I don't really see myself needing anything else after that for a little while. Like I really do plan on keeping that car for a pretty long time. Like I'm definitely gonna like keep it until the loan term is up, which I'm probably gonna finance it for the same amount of time, but I definitely want to pay it off quicker, like I'm doing with this one. Like I want to pay extra on the principal as much as I can, because I don't know, I don't really want to be stuck in a car loan for super long. That's why I am paying a lot extra on this one, because my plan was I was gonna keep this one until 2027, which is like I've seen like articles that say that 2027 is when they're redesigning the 3 Series, and like, you know, the new body styles or whatever are gonna come out. And I was just gonna hang on to this one until then, but then I also started thinking, you know, like that's a long time. And not just that, but also like, what if I don't like it? Because a lot of the newer BMWs I actually don't like. I think a lot of the newer BMWs look a little weird. And I got this one because I really, really do like how it looks. And the M340 looks mostly this like similar, not the same, because it does look different. It does look a lot more aggressive too. But like from the interior and everything, like if I were to get one that is the same year as mine, or even up to 2022, you know, before the facelift, it would look about the same as mine. I do know the grill's a little different, and like there's a lot of like little differences, but like I feel like somebody that doesn't know cars would be like, oh yeah, those cars are like the same, you know. Not saying that like I want my car to look like a 340. I'm just saying, like, I just like this body style a lot. And, like, what if I don't like the next one? And also, like, what if they move to a different engine? Because the only reason, not the only reason, but one of the reasons why I actually felt comfortable getting this car at a young age is because I've seen how reliable, like, I've seen a lot of people talk about how reliable this engine is. And so I'm not like, when I first bought this car, I was a little scared. I was like, I hope nothing breaks, like it doesn't like break down and stuff. But I've had no problems with it. And also, like, everybody says they're super reliable, like really reliable. So I'm not really that scared anymore. I've driven it for a long time with no problems. It's smooth, it's quick enough for me. You know, it's not the fastest car in the world, which is also why I want to move to an M340. But, you know, it's quick enough for me. And it's also not like you need to be constantly going 0 to 60 in 4 seconds at all times. It's just kind of like one of those things, like, it's just something you want, which is why I want to move up to that. And also, by the time I am ready to buy the M340, the prices should be a little bit lower on the used ones, just because they'll be a little bit older, and there's probably going to be some that are a little more used, because the one I saw at that dealership was $57,000, but it was pretty new. It had like really almost no miles, at least to me. 2,000, it was like barely 2,000. I don't even think it was at 2,100. Like, it was barely over 2,000. That seems pretty new to me, because it's a 2023 with 2,000 miles. That's really not bad. But I don't know. And when the facelift ones first were like shown or whatever, at first I didn't really like the headlights, because the headlights don't have that little indent in them anymore. But now I don't mind them. I actually think they look really cool. I do still really like the indent on my headlights though. But it's not really like anything that, I don't even think I'd really notice it if I owned that one instead of this one. But yeah, I was just kind of yapping today. I'm almost home, so that's gonna be all for today, and I'm probably gonna upload this tonight, hopefully. And then after this gets uploaded, I'm gonna start working on the other one I have with my girlfriend, and I'll probably post that when I'm at her house. So yeah, I'll see you guys.